So you are new to speedrunning and would like to speedrun Dark Souls 1? Then this video is for you. What's up everybody, I'm the Nordic Rappi and this is Attribute Gaming, and before we begin, I would like to address a few things. Down in the description, there is every link to every piece of software I use to practice speedrunning. Cheat engines, auto drop for the Black Knight Halberd, which is the route we're using, the split timer, and the save organizer. Also, I haven't invented this route. I use pre-made notes from somebody else, and that is also in the description. So shout out to these guys for all the amazing work they have done. Remember to also hit that subscribe button if you find this video useful. Let's begin. Use a warrior class and a master key. Key to this run is to maintain your stamina. When you're about to run out of stamina, just let it recover so you don't have to wait for the 3-second buffer. By interacting with this door, unequip all of your items and skip the Asylum demon. Pick up a long sword, and while interacting with this fog gate, dual wield it. Run slightly up the stairs to activate the boulder, then run immediately down to Oscar to pick up your Estus and the key. Now there's two hollows standing in your way. Deal with them as fast as you can and avoid the archer. Drop down and plunge attack the demon, like I did, and just smack that ass. Run immediately to the gate. In the best case scenario, you should fight with the demon near the gate all the time. From Firelink Shrine, immediately turn and run to the ruins elevator and drop to the shaft. Go and pick from this chest 6 homeward bones and immediately use 1 to go back to the Firelink Shrine. Okay, now we need our weapon. Pick up these 3 humanities. Use this little shortcut here and run to the elevator. In the elevator, use those humanities that you have, all 4 of them. You don't really need to use them like during this run, but they raise item discovery, and to make it as valid as we can, just pop them. Send the elevator back up, and remember to take this soul here and this soul here. Run past the drakes to the elevator to Dark Road Basin. And you should actually remember to use the souls in this elevator, but I did not. Sit down to this bonfire. Now try to get the Black Knight to drop down. It is way harder to do it than it seems, and you should practice it. Pick up the Grass-Crest shield and wield it immediately. Now run towards the tower where Havel is and pick up this soul near the tree on the left. Ignore Havel. Run upstairs. Havel usually should not follow you, but sometimes he does, so save and quit if he does. In this barrel here is a crystal lizard that you need to kill for Twinkling Titanite, which I did really poor job with. Run back down and hit this hollow so he sends the barrel down. Run this little building and go and grab your gold pine resin and bone back to the bonfire. Now for the Dark Road Basin, we need to run to Undead Parish. Remember to pick up this longbow and the arrows and kill this lizard for Twinkling Titanites. Now with Andre, pop the souls you have and buy battle axe, and with the rest of the souls level up strength. Your strength should be now at least 21. It's time for Gargoyles. Use shield to block this guy so you could run past him. If the hollows are in your way, just save and quit and reset their position. While on this ladder, equip your axe and cold pine resin. Before these tile marks, you should stop, heal yourself to full, and use the pine resin. With this fight, dual wield your weapon. You should actually dual wield your weapon in every fight. Every 2 hits should stagger them. Do not try to be a hero, just take your time with the fight rather than die and you need to run back then again. While climbing up, equip the homeward bones, and then ring the first bell of awakening. Drop down, purchase 4 homeward bones from Oswald, use cold pine resin and kill the guy. You should wait for him to give you the humanity and everything, so you should actually pick up the items, but I did not. Bone back to bonfire, level up strength to 22 and dexterity to 18. Go and pick up this Firekeeper soul, and run to the elevator down to Firelink. Pick Lordred down, save and quit, and pick up his Fab Ring. Run to the elevator, equip your Fab Ring, and heal yourself to full. Remember to send the elevator back up. There's a lot of ways to perform the Blighttown skip, and I feel this is the best for me. It's quite safe, it's not the fastest, but it's easy to do and consistent, and as I mentioned already, safe. Heal yourself to full, and while interacting with the fog gate, unequip the shield and equip the halberd. I had really poor luck with Quelaag in many of the fights while she was doing all the AoEs all the time. Just take it slow and steady, that's gonna win the race. After the second Bell of Awakening, drop down to the Demon Ruins. It's time for Ceaseless. And before these stones right here stop, he will do this attack, then it's safe to run to the fog gate and let him plunge into his death. Wait for the cutscene and you get your homeward bones and humanity and bone back to bonfire. Reinforce Black Knight Halberd to +3, level up your endurance to 17, and don't use any more of your souls. You need them. Now you should be able to fast roll with halberd and shield equipped. With the Sense Fortress, just run through it. When you encounter the boulder, just turn right to go up the stairs and immediately jump and save and quit, so it resets the boulder. Then continue to the boss. Dual wield the weapon to kill this snake and this archer here standing in your way. I think you can also kick them if you're willing to, but I think this is the safest choice. And do the boss. So immediately run and turn a little bit right so you can avoid the first attack. You should be able to drop him down quite easily, but I really suck at this, so it took me some time. Run to the bonfire, don't use any of your souls, because you still need them. Now standing in this elevator, I tend to change the shield to my right hand and dual wield it for the rafters. Skip the stairs and run to the rafters. You can use the shield to bash down the enemies if they come to you. And while interacting with this, wield back your halberd and shield as they meant to be. Now this part is really tricky. You can save and quit here if you really want, but there's not much else. Just try to avoid the archers. You can make him to drop down. Usually I just can't do it, so I just kill the guy. Sit on this bonfire, run to the stairs and skip them, and run to the blacksmith. Purchase 6 Twinkling Titanite from him and reinforce your Black Knight Halberd to +5 and bone back to bonfire. Now it's time for ONS. Go through the fog gate and let the cutscene roll, and immediately when the fight is about to begin, save and quit. This will make Ornstein not to glitch with his dash attack. Through the fog gate and immediately to the right, that will probably give you more time to deal with Ornstein before Smough comes, usually at least. In this fight I had really bad luck. Ornstein really wanted to stay close to Smough and Smough was constantly doing nasty attacks. Usually it's quite safe to stay close to Super Smough. Only thing you really need to care about is his charge attack and his butt slam. But that's mainly it. While on the elevator, wield the bow and arrows to shoot whenever immediately. Equip your Black Knight Halberd. Wait for the load vessel. Run the bonfire and warp to Firelink. Now you need to go and place the load vessel immediately. At this point you don't need souls anymore, so you can level up whenever you want. Basically I would recommend you to level up strength to 32, so you can wield the Black Knight Halberd on your one hand, and also it will boost a little bit your damage, but do as you wish. Now to Undead Parish, go to Andre, buy some arrows, you will see later why, and then kill Andre for the Crest of Paratorias. You could also save the souls and buy it, but I think this is somewhat fast. While running to Sif, speak with the cat, that will make the hunters behind you stop following you. Pick up the stone armor, you'll need it in a couple of boss fights later. And it's time for Sif. There's nothing crazy in this fight, just avoid his jumping attacks and try to stay beneath him. Remember to pick up the Hornet Ring, you will need it later, then home bone back to Firelink. Warp to Anor Londo, it's time for Seath. And now I think it's the trickiest part of this run, the Duke Skip. I will not go more into details how to perform the Duke Skip here, I have made a short about it, I will link it in the description. Before Seath, immediately when the cutscene plays, just save and quit immediately, just in case, so there will not be any clams inside the boss arena when you fight with him. While interacting with the fog gate, equip your stone armor. This will make tanking of his attacks so easy. The only thing you need to worry about is the AoE, but otherwise you could basically tank a lot of the attacks. Try to hit the body of him. It'll take more damage than the legs. Level up if needed, unequip your stone armor and warp to Firelink, and now it's time to go and face Nito. After killing this guy, just sit at the bonfire just in case. Skip the Pinwheel, like you would normally do, and he is not that much of a trouble. Now is the fun part, Tomb of the Giants. Follow the Twinklies down the first 3 slides, and immediately after the third one, turn right, follow the wall to the fourth one, and when you drop down, turn left, the stairs up down to the bonfire, and sit there. Now to Nito, go up the ladder, and straight forward to find the wall, follow the wall, avoid this skeleton dog here, and at the fog wall, go towards the Twinkly. On the left, there's a huge giant archer as well. Drop down near the item, and there's a little pathway you need to walk. Be careful with it, and just drop down and find the little hole, and here we are. While interacting with this fog gate, equip again stone armor and humanity as well. Now try to be careful using the humanity, because we need to have 30 humanity for Isolith shortcut. So if you use them and die, then try to get them back. It's easy to tank the Skellies and Nito. Wait for Nito to come a bit closer to you, do not go closer to him, because then you will not activate the big Skellies, and then just beat the shit out of him. Unequip the stone armor and warp back to Firelink. Level up if you want, and head towards New London Ruins. Now while in the elevator, wield the Covenant of Artorias, and remember to send the elevator back up. Pick up these transient curses from here, and use them immediately, because you probably need to deal with this ghost over here. Drop down and find your way to this area. Now when you reach this point, save and quit to reset the ghosts, and then wield your bow and shoot Ingvar for the key to the seal. Open the floodgates, and drop down to face the 4 kings. Immediately when you hit the bottom, equip your stone armor set. A fight with 4 kings is probably a long one. You should have enough DPS for them. Try to stay really close to the kings, because the hilt of the sword deals less damage than the blade. Remember to still hit the king after he's dead, because it will still decrease the overall health pool of the boss fight. And the same thing applies here, like with Nito. If you need, you can use humanity, but try not to. Or at least try not to die. After the kings, unequip your stone armor and bone back to Firelink. Level up what you want if you want, and only Bed of Chaos left. Skip the Blighttown, like last time, and find your way to Quelaag. Now sit at this bonfire to reset your checkpoint, and use all the humanity you have, even the Firekeeper's soul. At this point you should have 30. If you don't have enough humanity, there's some farming to do, and best thing would be some NPCs. Enter the Covenant and deepen your Covenant rank by 1, so you can unlock the shortcut to Bed of Chaos. This Demon Titan is the pain in my ass. This is the only Demon Titan in the game that does respawn, and try to be really careful. I usually turn my camera to look at him when he shoots the lightning, just in case. With Bed of Chaos you need arrows, a lot of arrows. First deal with the root on the right. Just roll through the crap and hit the root, and then save and quit. Slide back down and turn left. Run to this point over here and then shoot the second root. It's quite precise where you have to aim, so it might need a little bit of practice. Save and quit and go and smack the bug. And all that is left is a Lord of Cinder himself. While interacting with this fog gate, remember to wield the Hornet Ring, because it increases your crit damage. Now parry is the key to this fight, so this will need some practice if you don't know how to parry. You can also wield the stone armor set to take less damage from him if needed. After Gwyn, just run towards the nearest exit, whether it be the bonfire or the exit of the kiln. And that's it. Thank you all for watching this video. Here's some more guides for you for Dark Souls 1. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye yo!